Hey, David. Hey, lurkers. Hopefully we'll get some more folks on soon. So how is everybody? Hey, Westside. We got 3 on right now. Hopefully we'll get some more soon. I know it's late, but I'll be showing you guys tonight what I'll be doing for the giveaway. For that one sellout we had in, I think it was February. So I think I'm a month behind on that. Hey, Bo. Let me see real quick. If I remember right, we did not do any sellouts in March. So I think it was like the end of February when that happened. Oh, wrong one. Go away. Yeah. No sellouts in March. Yeah, February 20th was when it happened. So I'm a little behind on that. It's all good. Bah humbug to you too. Yeah, so you guys will be seeing tonight what I'll be doing for that giveaway. And then I'll probably be doing that tomorrow because I'm not set up for it for tonight. So how is everybody doing? Already April. This year's going by quick. So looking at metal prices earlier, there was something that just struck me as interesting. If you guys think back, it wasn't really that long ago. Maybe, 7, 8 years ago? That platinum used to be worth more than gold. Like at the time, gold was running about maybe $800-900 an ounce, and platinum was at like $1,300 to $1,400. And nowadays, platinum is still only at 1,500, whereas gold has flirted with 5 grand a few times. Or no, sorry, platinum is at 1985 right now. Palladium is 1,500. So platinum is less than half the value of gold, whereas 7-8 years ago it was more than gold. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know if it's just because like industry got away from using platinum or why it just kind of quit moving. I don't know. Let's see real quick. We're waiting for a few more folks to get on. Let's see what Google has to say about it. Let's see. Alright, so it says gold overtook platinum in value primarily because gold is recognized as a stable, safe haven asset and a central bank reserve, while platinum's value is driven by volatile industrial demand, specifically catalytic converters. The shift was fueled by platinum's reliance on diesel vehicle demand and a shift toward cheaper palladium in manufacturing, alongside increased industrial supply constraints in South Africa. Okay, yeah, so it is. It's less demand industrially. They're starting to replace platinum with palladium. Alrighty, now we know. I am a cheapskate. Very much so. Except for when I do giveaways. I'm not a cheapskate when I do giveaways. Alright, gonna give it one more minute. And then we'll get the beginning stuffs out the way. Then I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna be giving away. Probably tomorrow. Oh, it's not my dog, it's just a picture. For that sellout that you guys did in February. I'm late, but I think you guys will think it's worth it. Yeah, I put up various cute and goofy photos every week. That's one of them. Not my dog. I can't afford to have a dog, man. My apartment complex is ridiculous with that. It's like an almost $300 pet deposit, and then there's an additional money added on to the monthly rent, and then it's just ridiculous. Can't be affording that. Plus, any kind of dog I would ever own, I would never want to own it in an apartment. I would want to have a good, proper chunk of land for it to run around. Yeah, we can't have cats right now. They would eat our fish. We have 2 big aquariums. All right, for anybody new, payments made via PayPal. Use cheapskatecoins@gmail.com and use goods and services only, please. We also have Cash App using the same email, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com, as well as Venmo using Cheapskate Coins. If you use Cash App or Venmo, it will say Louis Cachera. That's me. You are in the right place. Shipping is $6 to $26. $6 being a little purple bubble mailer, $26 being a large flat rate box. And then if you want your package sent registered, there's an additional $45 charge on top of that. It's the only way you can ensure your coins all the way through the mail. And keep in mind, if you have it sent registered, you will have to sign for it when it arrives. Kids screaming like crazy outside. If you're new, you can get stuff tonight. You just have to email me by the end of the night. Email has to have your personal info, your shipping info, your channel name, so I know who the heck you are, which payment method you're going to use, and what email you use for that payment method for invoicing purposes. If I don't get that email, you will not get anything, and I never ship without payments. Here's our Facebook link. If you're on Facebook, go give us a follow. Tonight's lot list is on there. As always, it is the top post. We also have a mailing list. If you want to be on the mailing list, shoot me an email, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com, and say, add me to the mailing list. If you're on the mailing list, you will get the lot list a day or two before every sale, and you have the ability to pre-purchase stuff as soon as you get it. I do not charge right away for pre-purchases. I wait until the evening of the sale, and then I invoice everybody together. It's first come, first serve, just like our sales. So if you want something, don't wait, jump on it. Also, if you want your packages held to maximize your shipping, I do hold packages for people. I've had people have us hold them for as few as a week or two, and as much as 2 years to fill up a package. And then, of course, you don't have to wait until your package is full. If you get tired of waiting and you want your stuff, all you got to do is email me and say, hey, send me my stuff. And I will get it on the way. And then check down in the description below for the rest of our rules and policies. All right, so as I said, you guys get to see what I'm giving away for the giveaway. Little over a month late, but it's all good. Let me get y'all's opinion. If you had to wager a guess, what year would you say this is? Before I flip it over. Knowing me early. Westside says 1899. Bo says 1888. 19 something. Anybody else want to take a guess? $1887. All right, here we go. The big reveal. Check that out, guys. 1874. Hey, Doug. It is an AU Details. It has been lightly cleaned, but it is an AU Details. Not bad, right? It's 102 years before I was born. So, yep, that is what somebody is going to be winning for the giveaway. There you go. That's why I kept saying that I was waiting because I wanted to find the right thing. I wanted to find you guys a really nice Indian. That's what I was waiting on. All right, let's kick this thing off. Starting as always with the banknotes. And first couple, these are knot gelds. For those of you that like to collect the knot gelds. Oh yeah, definitely. Even clean, that thing is still like a $200 coin. If it wasn't cleaned, it would be way more. It would be like, I think 400 and something, if I remember right. Or 500 and something, one of those. You don't see the list on Facebook? It's on there. It's the very top post. Okay, it was on there. What happened to it? Oh, wait. I'm on the wrong page. I'm on my page. That doesn't help me. Do-do. What did I do with my list? Well, that's annoying. It took my list off. All right, let me put it back up real quick. 1 second. Copy. Come on. Copy. All right, it's on there again. So hit refresh and see if you see it. All right. So yeah, we are starting off with knot gelds. All right, I'm going to link both of these. These are both from 1921. It's a 5 mark and a 10 mark. They are both from the municipality of Tondorf-Loh, which was Prussian province of Schleswig-Holstein, which was, I believe, part of Germany at the time. They are both uncirculated. I'm on the wrong camera view. Let me get on overhead. There we go. They're both uncirculated. There's the 5, there's the 10. So these are 20 bucks a piece. Or if anybody wants both as a set, I'm going to give you guys a good deal on it. Or 30 bucks for both. So if you get both of them as a set, I'll give you 10 bucks off. And Bo is taking that deal, Gratzer. All right. That's 15 and 15 to Bo. I'm not surprised. Those aren't exactly banknotes you see lying around every day. All right, next up, got some of the World War II Allied military notes. Kicking off with a 1944 2 franc. Going for $2. So these are again what our military guys would have been using if they were stationed on a French base during World War II to buy stuff on base at the commissary or whatever. Ain't about it. The ones of those I've always found weird are the German ones, because how are we allied military with Germany during World War II? That's literally who we were fighting against. Well, technically it was a combination of Austria and Poland, and they just happened to be in Germany fighting. All right, moving on. And then we've also got the 44 5 franc. Over $2. Or they'd be classified as a fancy serial number. What do you think? 0505 2000. It'd be a cool birthday one if anybody has a kid that was born on May 5th of 2000. So actually, yeah, that would make it a fancy, because anything that can make up a potential birthday date qualifies as a fancy cereal. All right, moving on. All right, then we got 1944 1 mark Germany. Going for $2. Allied military note. All right, moving on. And the last of these is the 5 mark. And again, going for $2. Sold a $20 bill on eBay for $40. Hey, why not? Has 6 4s in a row. Nice. Yeah, that's definitely a good one. All right, moving on. All right, next 2 banknotes are from India. First one is the note they're still using right now. The 2019 to present 20 rupee. So if you're in India, you can spend this. This is what their current notes are right now. Going for $2. Gandhi. Oh, 2021, or this one actually is specifically a 2021. Apparently I did not realize at the time that the date was on there. So this one specifically is the 2021. 6 for all 4 of the World War IIs. Yeah, I can do that for you, David. Why not? Take them $1.50 each. Alrighty, you got it, sir. Alright, moving on. Alright, and then the other one from India. It's making me wonder if this one had a actual date on it that I missed too. This is 2012 to 2017 series, 50 rupee. Again, that's Gandhi hiding behind the little label insert. I'll do the same deal on the Indias. If anybody wants both the Indias, I'll do them both for $3. If you grab them both, make them $1.50 each. Get the 20 and the 50. Anybody want to do that? All right, we're moving on to the 2010 $1 from the Cayman Islands. Going for $2. Of course, not surprisingly, being an island nation, it's very ocean themed for its art. All right, moving on. And the last banknote. $2006 $1 from Trinidad and Tobago. All right, moving on. Anybody decide you want any of those banknotes, let me know. All right, we are on to coinage. All right, we are starting off today with some, yeah, they're still considered, I think. Well, probably more like medieval, but. So the one ancient, the Sasanian, did go in pre-sale. So did one of the Hellers, but we still have two of the Hellers are available. I had some of these a while back. It's been at least a couple of years since I think since I've had any of these in. These are the 1300 to 1400s silver Hellers from Germany. They're known as the Hand of God coins. They're like uncirculated. And they are going for $140 a piece. Give you a scope view. That's one of them. And here's the other one. Anybody? $600 to $700-year-old silver coins. They still pretty much look like they were made last week. This is the other one. So that was got a die clash of the hand, which happened very common with these because of how thin they are. So you can actually see the hand behind the cross, the imprint of it. And then same on the other side, you can see a bit of the cross in the hand. Hey, Fino. All right, anybody? $140 each. How soon do I need a yes or a no before somebody else buys it? They both got the cross. It's just one of them's got a die clash and the other one doesn't. All right. Oh, for right now, we are moving on. If anybody does decide you want one of those, let me know. All right, next up, we have some cool non-silver world coins to go through tonight. This one, I think I might have had one of these once a really long time ago. Maybe. This is from 1700 to 1850. This is what is known as a thala. From the princely state of Garhwal, which is part of modern-day India. Going for $15. Anybody? It's not bad for $15 to get a coin that old. Nobody. All right. Moving on. All right, next up, here's some more I haven't had a chance to offer in a while. But I know you guys have always liked these when I can get a hold of them. 2014 1 ruble Transnistria. BU, these are those composite coins. So these are not made out of metal. And then also got the 3, the 5, and of course the 10. If anybody wants the whole set, I'll do the whole set for 12. So there's the 3. The 5. And the 10. Fairly certain these are made out of the same stuff that guitar picks are made out of. Anybody? All right, that's surprising. I thought sure somebody would have wanted those. Oh, Bo's coming in late for it. You got a Bo. All right. Next up, we got a few from Canada. Starting with an 1876H. Large cent. This is an extremely fine. Going for 15 bucks. Little H right there for Heaton and Sons. Which was, of course, the mint that made some of these back in the day. So if anybody wants some really nice example of these for your collection, here you go. Going to Walter. Congrats, sir. How you doing, Walter? Right. Next one's even nicer. This is a 1900 no H in AU. Going for 20 bucks. Going to Walter. Gratzer. All right. Now going to the even older Canada. Before they had the actual Canadian mints or anything, and the banks of the different areas made their own coins. So they're basically kind of like what our colonial coins were. The 1850 or 1843 halfpenny, Nova Scotia. This one's in a VG, only 300,000 minted, and $15. And going to Walter Gratzer. You are very welcome. All right, next one, also from 1843. This is the New Brunswick, with some very cool toning on it. This one's in a VF, 480,000 minted, and $15. This one's got the cool ship on the back. New Brunswick. Anybody on this one? Going to Walter Gratzer. All right, and then the last of these is the 1857 penny, Bank of Upper Canada in AU. If you've never seen one of these in person, this isn't a silver dollar holder. So this is what you would put like a Morgan or a Peach dollar in. This one's going for $35. That is in beautiful condition. Imagine having to carry a whole big pocket full of these things around. These are even bigger than the British pennies. And going to Walter Gratzer. Building up your Canada tonight a bit, I see. There'll be a silver Canadian coin coming up shortly that you might be interested in. All right, anybody decides you want that, the one Tala from princely state of Garwal, let me know. That was that one. 1700 to 1850 for $15. If you decide you want that, let me know. All right, silver time. Kicking off World Silver tonight is an oldie. 1869. This is the with the Roman one in the date. One Sol Peru, 90% silver, BU, $75. If you're not good at being able to tell the Roman one from the regular one, the other way you can tell is the Roman one is the one that has VB over here. If it was the other one, it would have different letters right there. So that's the second way you can tell. Anybody on this one? This thing is almost an ounce of silver. I think it was like 0.89 or something like that. Double check that real quick. That's 1869. Oops. One Sol Peru. Okay, not quite that high. It was 0.7234, so almost 3/4 of an ounce. Melt alone on this thing is 52.88. Not bad. All right, last call on this one. Then we're moving on. All right, moving on. That's surprising. I thought sure somebody would have grabbed that. All right, next up we got some coins from the Netherlands. Kicking off Netherlands, 1895 10 center. This thing lists on NGC for $100. It's a VF. I'm doing it for 40. Ooh, I've got the wrong date on there. That's an 1897, not a 95. Hang on. Correction time. Ooh, yeah, all right. Definitely need to fix this because I was looking at the wrong one, which means the price on this thing is about to go way down. White out. I need white out. Sorry for the minor holdup. Quick on the fly correction as soon as I can figure out where the heck I put my white out. Aha, there it is. All right, take that off. Take that off. Gonna be changing that. Yeah, this thing's about to drop a whole bunch in price. All right, so that is a 97, not the 95. So I was apparently on crack when I did that. All right. Let me delete the old one. Put on the right one. Oh, dang it. I changed the price. I forgot to change the date on the list. I'm just batting 1,000 tonight, aren't I? There we go. All right, 1897 in a VF, and it is now $10. So it's a good thing I noticed that, because wow. So this is now $10. Now that I actually have the right date and right info. So anybody at $10? Still a VF. Silver was correct. Hey, Moose Socks. Hey, CDR Coins. All right, moving on. All right, next one up, we got two available. These are the 1936 10-cent. They're both EFs and $4 each. Yep, all the Canadas are sold. There's number one. The two Hellers and the Taller are still available if you wanted any of those. And here is number two. Anybody? $4 each. All right, moving on. It's kind of crazy. Nobody's actually bought a silver coin yet. Everything that's sold so far has been either non-silver or paper. Oop, don't need both of those. I just need the one. There we go. All right, next up, 1938. This one's an AU for 6. All right, moving on. And the last of the 10 centers, the 1941. Also AU for $6. All right, moving on. And the last coin from the Netherlands is a 1966 1 gulden BU. Over 18 bucks, 72% silver. Any takers? So even on this one, just the melt on this one alone right now is 11 bucks even. All right, moving on. If anybody says you want any of them Netherlands, let me know. All right, next one up. This is the 1 silver coin from Canada. And it is a Rick Snow special. It is a 1904 5 cent. $9.25 sterling silver, extremely fine, graded by Mr. Rick Snow himself. Sealed in his holder, going for 40 bucks. Anybody? Going to Walter. Congrats, sir. All right. Next up, we got a couple coins from Belgium. These are some of the big boys. 1867. 5 franc. 90% silver, extremely fine, 65 bucks. Anybody? So current melt, just the current melt on these right now is $52.88. No, this is a silver dollar size. So a Morgan dollar, the melt value would be $56.48. So this is actually less than $4 difference in silver overall. Going to Moose Socks. Congrats, sir. All right, and then, oops, put down the wrong one. Fix that real quick. All right, then we got also 1868 position A. Also in a VF or a EF, and also $65. Position A, of course, referring to what position the edge print is in. So position A, if you have it face up, then edge print appears upside down. If it was position B, of course, it would appear right side up. Anybody? Moose Socks, if you grab this one too, since you grabbed the other one, I will give you a deal on both. If you get them both, end up getting them both, I'll make it like $60 each. Save you $10. $120 for both, so you'd save $10. Oh, you got it, sir. Congrats to Moose Socks. So that makes those $60 each. All right, awesome. All right, next one, we got another Rick Snow coin. This one is from Turkey. It is a 1917 20 kurush. 83% silver AU, graded by Mr. Rick Snow himself. $85. Come on, guys, that's a freaking cool coin. That'd be would that be Ottoman Empire? Was 1917 Ottoman Empire for them? I think it was. Let me see. It was 1917 Turkey Otto. Ottoman Empire. Yeah. That was Ottoman Empire. Up until 1923 was when the Ottoman Empire was dissolved and the founding of modern Republic of Turkey happened. This one is also silver dollar size, if anybody was wondering. It's another really big silver coin. Wow, nobody. All right, moving on. Right, next up, we got some from Britain. We got some hard to get ones tonight from Britain. So if anybody's been looking to fill in some of your British holes, tonight is a good night to do it. And we are kicking this off with an 1835 3 pence. That is King George, guys. Where's that, George? Is that? How do you say that? Galilimus? Galilium? I don't know. However you say that. It's that guy. 925 sterling silver, extremely fine. 491,000 minted. $50. That is an old coin. Anybody? Wow, nobody. All right, moving on. All right, next one. I consider this to be one of the showcase coins for tonight, even though it's not the most expensive. But only because this one, it's still an oldie, and there was only 4,365 made. This is the 1843 3 pence. And this is the AU proof-like release. So for the proof likes, only less than 5,000 were made. It was 4,365. And that's one of them. This is going for 75 bucks, guys. I don't know why you can tell it on the camera, but in person you can actually tell that it's a bit more mirror image than your standard coin. In the backer, in the field. And then of course you got the more frosty bust. Wow, really? Nobody? So probably be the only time you ever see one of these. You'll probably never come across another one. All right, moving on. To the 1901 shilling. 925 sterling silver in good, 14 bucks. Final year of Queen Victoria on the coins. After this year, it went to the King Edward. Edward the 7th. Anybody? Man, y'all are killing me tonight. All right, moving on. So stuff I thought sure somebody would have wanted. All right, next up, 1870 florin. 925 sterling silver in fine, 50 bucks. One florin, 1/10 of a pound. And we only have 6 people on. Where is everybody tonight? All right, moving on. And the last one from Britain, 1946 florin BU. It's actually a choice BU. 35 bucks. Yeah. That is a gorgeous coin right there. Give me 1 second. I'm not looking at chat at the moment. All right, we are moving on. If anybody decides you want any of that, let me know. All right, next up is a 1918 50 centime from France. Get a scope on this one. 83.5% silver, beautiful BU. $10. Can't really beat that, can you? Beautiful BU silver coin for $10. Don't everybody talk at once. Somebody might mistake you for being alive. Howdy. All right, moving on. All right, next up, we got one coin from Mexico. This is the 1956 10 peso. 90% silver BU. 585,000 minted, $70. That's the big boy 90% silver coin. So the melt price alone on this coin right now is $61.10. So you're getting this coin for $8.80 over melt. And it is going to Adam Jam. Congrats, sir. How you doing tonight, man? All right, next up, Saudi Arabia went in pre-sale, so we are on to the Guatemala. 1959. 25 centavo Guatemala. 72% silver, extremely fine. 277.2 thousand minted. $18. These Guatemala coins are tough to get a hold of, so if you're looking for some of the Central and South American coins, there you go. Somebody best jump on that. All right, moving on. All right, next up is the 1943 quarter rupee from India. 50% silver AU. Over $8. And this one will be the Bombay Mint, not the Lahore Mint, because it's got the little dot in the middle of the flower and no L down here. So that means that's the Lahore, Bombay Mint. Going to Walter Gratzer. All right. All right, 2 more world silver coins, and then we'll be on American. Next up is 1873 1 forint from Hungary. 90% silver, VF, $35. It's like cool antique toning on it. That's a cool coin. And hey, 90% are to boot. Let me see what the melt on this one is as of right this second. Current melt on this as of right this second, $26.11. So you're getting this thing for less than $10 over melt. $9.89 over the melt, to be exact. That's what you call low risk right there. Technically, if you're patient enough, it'd be zero risk because you could just sit on it until the melt goes up above what you paid for it. All right, moving on. All right, last of the world silver is 1932 5 francs from Switzerland. 83.5% silver, extremely fine, $35. Another one I'm pretty sure is going for maybe like $8 over melt, something like that. Less than that, actually. Melt value right now on this one is $29.44. So you are getting this for $5.66 over melt. All right, and while you guys are looking at that, I will be right back because I have really got to use the restroom. So give me a few minutes. Oh, much better. All right. Moving on to American. All right, kicking off American is some wheat cents. All the 54s and 55s went in pre-sale, just FYI. As did the 43D. So the only two wheat cents we have left are the 43 Plain Dates and the 43 San Francisco. These are both choice BUs, 15 bucks each. If anybody wants both, I'll do both of them for, I'll do it for 24 bucks if anybody wants both. That saves you $6 if you get both. Wow, even on the deal, nobody wants them. All right, moving on. All right, next up. About an 1853 3-cent. 75% silver in VF. Over 60 bucks. You know what? I'm going to be nice tonight. For tonight only, I'm going to go 50 bucks. I'm going to give you 10 bucks off tonight only. And going to Walter Kratzer. For 50 bucks. You are very welcome. All right, next up, a couple more Rick Snow specials. These are both seated Liberty dimes. First one is 1875 S with the S below the ribbon. Graded by Mr. Rick Snow's extremely fine. And going for 50 bucks. Where is it? There it is. Aha. Anybody? And again, that is graded and attributed by Rick Snow. Anybody? All right, moving on. And then also the 1876. Again, extremely fine, graded by Rick. And again, going for 50 bucks. Anybody? I'll give you guys another really good deal. I'll make it a really good deal for tonight. If anybody wants both of the seated Liberties, I will go 80 bucks. For both. That saves you 20 bucks. And Richard's taking that deal. Congrats, Richard. Richard just beat you, Fino. Congrats, sir. All right. So we sold a lot of the Barber Dimes in pre-sale, but we still have some of them available. First one is 1897. And good for 10 bucks. If anybody's been looking for some of the better Barber half dollars, you're going to be able to have a chance at some tonight. All right, moving on. Next up, 1898. This one's in a VG for 10. All right, moving on. All right, 99 through 13 went in pre-sale. So we are now on to the 14 plain date. And again, in a good for 10 bucks. All right, moving on. To the 1915. Good for 10 bucks. Richard knows all about that. I've made a number of big offers that he couldn't refuse either. That's why you guys like it here, though, because I give crazy offers. All right, moving on. All right, the last two Barber Dimes are both 1916s. They are both VGs. Here's number one. They're 10 bucks a piece. And here is a number two. Richard, did you see the item I'm going to be doing for the giveaway? This one is almost a fine, but not quite. You have to be able to see all of Liberty for it to be a fine, but it's close. I'll show it again here in a second. There's something going on with that N, or is that just me? I don't know. All right, moving on. Yeah, for anybody who missed it in the beginning, here again is the item I'm going to be doing for the giveaway for that sellout in February. Check that out. $18.74 Indian cent. AU details lightly cleaned. So tomorrow when I do the giveaway from that, somebody is going to be winning this. I'm not going to sell it because then I have to go find a new giveaway item. I'm going to give it away. All right. All right, if anybody decides you want any of those barber dimes, let me know. Besides, who knows? You might win it. Then you get it for free. All right, barber $50. You're greedy now. Hey, there's plenty of stuff that didn't sell tonight, so you'll have some shot of some good stuff. And you know me, I'll make you some good deals. 1898 New Orleans. VG, $75. Anybody? Yeah, I can go 70 on it, Doug. Going to Doug for 70. Congrats, Next up. $1901 New Orleans. VG for $50. Always good when you can fill one of your collection holes. Anybody? 1901 New Orleans. Hey, Coin Dragon. Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? You still playing the guitar over on your channel? Little late night jam sessions? All right, moving on. I'll have to get back over to your channel. I haven't been over there in a while. Next up, 1902 San Francisco VG for $50. Yeah, if anybody's never been to Coin Dragon's channel, he does late night guitar jam sessions over on his channel. Got to go to Long Beach to help a family get food. Well, thanks for popping in. Oh, I sent you your PayPal for the other sale that you were holding on till the 3rd. I sent that out for you. All right, moving on. Next up, 1905 New Orleans. VG, $70. Got 2 more coins on the list after this one. Then we'll be in the recap. And nobody. All right, moving on. Next up, 1907S. VG for $40. All right, moving on. And the last one is the 08S. VG for $40. Can you wiggle on the 08? I can do 38. That'd be about it. Ben for 38. You got it. Going to Doug for 38. All right, recap. All right, banknotes. We've still got the 2 Indias available. That's the 20 and 50 rupee, $2 a piece, and I did a deal on those for $3 for both. And then the 2010 $1 Cayman Islands and the 2006 $1 Trinidad and Tobago. Anybody on the banknotes? All right. The 2 silver Heller Hand of God coins are still available. Those are the ones that are from 1300 to 1400. What's today's modern Germany. Back then it was part of the Holy Roman Empire. They're referred to as the Hand of God coins. They're like uncirculated condition at $140 each. And then there's also the 1700 to 1850 1 thala from the princely state of Garhwal, which is current day India. Anybody on those 3? I'll show you guys one of these again just because they're fun to show. Those are the silver Hellers. All right, those two are still available. All right, the 1869 One Soul Peru BU is still available at $75. All the Netherlands are still available. The 1917-20 Kurush Turkey is still available. That's one of the Rick Snow coins. All the Britain is still available, surprisingly. Considering, I mean, 1835 3 pence and the 1940 proof-like issue are both still available. Anybody on any of those so far? Peru, Netherlands, Turkey, and Britain. All right. The 1855 25 centavo Guatemala is still available. The 1873 1 forint Hungary is still available. And the 1932 5 franc Switzerland is still available. That is everything for World Silver still available. So last call on World Silver. If you missed it when I showed it the first time, you want to see it again, speak up now. All right. 1943 plain date and the 1943 San Francisco Steel Cent Choice BUs are still available. $15 each, or I said I would do them as a pair for $24. $19 or 1897 and 98 Barber Dimes. 14, 15, and the 16 Barber Dimes. And then, of course, the Barber Has that you just saw. So last call on everything. Last chance to ask for deals. Bundles. Anything and everything. I'm going to show this one again just because it's a freaking awesome coin. That's just cool. And so is this one. All right, I'm going to get out of here then. Hey, everybody, have a great night. I will see you guys tomorrow for the giveaway. As always, give me a chance to get all the invoices together and sent out. How full is your box? Like, I don't know. I mean, since you got the main part of the box, you've been like filling it one coin at a time, so... When you're in a large flat rate, one coin at a time takes a while. I mean, technically, it's most of the way there. Because all the big stuff that you got pretty much filled up most of it. So, I mean, you can still fit a decent bit in there, but it's pretty full. You're welcome. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Everybody have a great night.